fight tonight.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jade up here. Today's video is going to be over my Magden build for veteran Maelstrom Arena. Hopefully this video will help you out a little bit. I know that a lot of people have issues doing Maelstrom and don't know what to run and stuff like that. Well, I got a build right here that I ended up putting up a 594k score up just yesterday. So, what am I at all-time leaderboards? Number 4. It's pretty cool. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I didn't see the all-time leaderboards, but yeah, that's dope. All right, well, anyways, so here's the build, and then I'll show you my character sheet, and then we'll get into the build. So I am running Necro, as you can see, and my other set is Acuity with the Necro proct. I'm at 44.5k max Magicka, 1000 recovery, 16.8k max health, 11k stam, 2632 spell damage, and 39% spell crit. When you do proc mechanical acuity, that goes up by 100%, so you end up hitting 100. Everything just ends up. Say that. The food I am using the Max Magicka, Max Magicka, Max Health food. It just, for me, it just works better. I was using Witch Mother's Brew, give me a little bit more recovery, but I just like the Max Magicka, Max Health for the extra bit of health, because I screwed up on making my armor. If you did make your armor acuity like this, if you have all the setup that I have, so I have 5-piece acuity on my body, and then I have 2 necro on the body, and then 3 on my jewelry. So my jewelry is arcane, infuse, and the staff I'm using is a perfected infernal staff, infuse, flame enchant, and then back bar is Maelstrom Inferno, infuse, weapon damage. Anyways, if you do not have either one of these 2 staffs, what you can do is take away the headpiece and shoulder piece of mechanical acuity, put them both flame enchants or lightning staffs, whichever one you prefer. I prefer fire. Put inferno staffs here, right? And then put a monster set on. Put like Ice Heart. Ice Heart's a really fantastic set that a lot of people sleep on. Like I already have it pulled up. Ice Heart. Whenever you deal critical damage, you have a 20% chance to. And a damage shield that absorbs so much damage over 6 seconds, and it does a little bit of damage, and this can occur once every 6 seconds. It's a really good set, and a lot of people sleep on it. It's just a really good monster set for first time people going into Maelstrom, or just, you know, returning players going into Maelstrom, or players that, you know, main other classes and want to try and play other classes but do Maelstrom. You know, Ice Heart's a really good set. If you have survival issues like that, forgetting to put your shield, or if you're in a stam and you just can't get your vigor out quick enough, put on Ice Heart. I guarantee you'll see a difference. So yeah, if you don't have these staffs, just put Acuity there, and then you could run Ice Heart. You could also run Grothar. You could run Scoria. What else could you run? You could run Zons if you wanted to. I mean, there's tons of sets that you could run. Those are the ones that I would suggest. Ice Heart, Grothar, Falcon. I wouldn't suggest Slime Crawl because I'm using Bird of Prey, and that already gives you minor Berserk. But if you wanted to use Slime Crawl, you can take this skill off and put on another skill. Which that will lead us into our skills here in a second once I double check my enchants and stuff for you guys. So back bar is infused with weapon damage enchant. Front bar is infused with flame damage. As far as my jewelry, it's arcane. All of them are spell damage, and then I have 2 infused. The reason why I keep this one arcane was to basically keep the 40k Magicka. All of my pieces are divines, and they're light. I wish I would have paid attention. I would have made this one heavy and then this one medium. So heavy hat, and then medium shoulders. But I didn't. Whatever. So I'm just going with it. And then of course I have Necro as well. All of them Divines, all of them X Magicka. And so we're going to jump right into skills. I am using the Force Pulse Rotation. So that's just a really good skill. You could use birds if you wanted to, if you like that rotation better, using birds. I personally do not like using birds, so I use Force Pulse, and plus I have the Asylum Perfected Staff, so every 2 hits with Force Pulse is going to affect them with Burning, Concussion, and Chilled. So it's pretty dope. I am using Rearming Trap. The only reason I'm using Rearming Trap is for when I see a portal like this pop up, or at least I know where they're going to spawn at, I throw that Trap Beast down, and then I throw my dots down, and then I go look for another portal and get ready to attack it while this person is getting nuked by my dots. And it works really well. I am using Beetles, the Magical Morph one. It's just really good. It gives you Major Breach, and it deals 14k magic damage. Now, it takes a minute for it to spawn, but it's really good burst. The trick with Beetles, with Stamdens, with Stamina Wardens and Magical Wardens is what you want to do is you want to hit Beetles and then hit 2 skills. And every 2 skills that you do, they're going to it's going to expire. So you have enough time to sit there and hit 2 abilities over and over again, as you can see. So just keep that in mind when you're using a Stamden or you're using a Magden. You definitely want to use the Beetles and then 2 skills to kind of maximize your DPS. I am using Inner Light. Inner Light is great. I use it for the Max Magicka and the recovery. It's really good. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, where's Magicka? Here it is. Mage's Guild right here. Increase your Max Magicka and Max or Magicka recovery by 2%. For each Mage Guild ability slotted, we have 4% because we have Shooting Star. Again, we have Bird of Prey, gives us Minor Berserk, and plus I hit it, and it gives me that Major Expedition, which is nice. I do have Shooting Star here. The main reason why is because of my back bar. I'm using Shimmering Shields, and when 3 projectiles hit the shields, and I'll show you what it looks like. When 3 projectiles hit this shield, I get Major Heroism, so it's really nice. And then when I hit every enemy hit, I generate ultimate with the Shooting Star. So it's a really good combo. Bam! I get the ads kind of close. I throw down Shooting Star. Boom! It hits 3 or 4 of them. I get quite a bit of ulti back. I lay this down. Archers and stuff shoot me. I get Major Heroism, so I'm constantly gaining ultimate. It's absolutely insane. And that leads us to our back bar. I am using Winter's Revenge, which I do like this morph, so I can kind of put it wherever I want to. There's an ad over there far away. I can just throw it on there, swap bars, hit Beetles, Force Pulse, and he should die, and then turn to another ad and kill it. That's why I use that. Blockade of Fire, of course we're using Blockade of Fire. It's just a fantastic skill that you want to have for dot damage. It deals so much flame damage to enemies in the target area every 1 second. So it's a nice little dot. These 2 are actually really good dots. This one does 2200 and this one does 2k. So they're really good. And then of course, when you're using Blockade with the Maelstrom staff, doesn't matter if it's Inferno, Ice, or Lightning. When you lay this down, an enemy is inside of that blockade. Your light and heavy attacks deal an additional 41 damage. So it's super nice. You definitely want to get this down for your Magicka builds. We do have the Blue Betty. Now the Blue Betty does count as a pet. So all you gotta do is just spawn that bad boy. Good to go. Also, it gives you Major Sorcery. Cool stuff. You already get that with the pots that you're gonna be using, which I'll go over a little later. So I mean the Betty counts as a pet, so it's super dope. Now the thing with the Betty is, whenever you spawn it again, it will heal you and continue to give you minor toughness. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's in the animal companion skill. When one of your animal companions is killed or unsummoned, you restore 1260 health. That counts with beetles, and that counts with the Betty. And then if you are using these, it counts with these as well. It's pretty crazy, and it counts with the birds. So every time you're getting health back, so it's pretty cool. And then I am using these. So here's the thing. I'm using this one as kind of like my oh shit heal. It's super nice. Excuse me. It's super nice. I like to keep it up, and then when it expires, I just keep it going. If I have an oh shit moment where I get hit, I'll usually like it's hard to do this on a mouse and keyboard when I'm used to this on a controller. But I'll hit this, dodge roll, hit it again, and then hit my shimmering shields if range is attacking me, and hit that again, and then go back to doing my DPS. I hit this ability twice, and I get healed like almost all the way back up. If I do it twice, yeah, it is actually twice. Yeah, I only hit it about twice, and I'm already back up to full health. It's a really good skill. You can use the other morph. The other morph applies minor life steal, and it works well. But I just like this one for just old shit moments. And then of course Destro ulti on the back bar. It does an insane amount of damage. And excuse me, I apologize. And for getting with mechanical acuity, this also will crit. So when mechanical acuity procs on a boss fight, I throw this down and it absolutely shreds everything. It's so nasty. Well, that goes for the skills. As far as like passes and stuff, I am a Breton. 7% Magicka cost abilities is reduced by 7%. Super nice. You get 100 recovery and then 2310 spell resistance, which is nice. And it says while you are affected with burning, chilled, or concussion or concussed, this effect is doubled. Whatever. We are using, or we do have this one, Gift of Magnus 2000 Max Magicka, which is super nice. I do suggest getting medicinal use all the way up. There's been tons of times where I've wanted to pop a pot and I just couldn't because I didn't have, it leveled up to 3. Which all you got to do is level up alchemy. Or as Mage Guild's passives and abilities, you want to get all of these up to. You don't really have to get this ability, but all the other ones I would highly recommend getting. Get on like Shooting Star, of course, or you can use Ice Con, whichever is up to you. Don't need nothing here. Not gonna be using anything. On Donant, definitely get this up. Of course, get this one up if you have it, which is the main story is how you unlock this. We are a vampire. We've been stage 4 forever. It's whatever. Just unlock these here. You should be go. Light armor. Unlock all your light armor. The first 3 of each skill line, and it kind of gives you like a buff and stats. Destruction staff. Definitely the ultimate. Sorry, I had to get something to drink. Apologize. Destro ulti, of course, in your back bar. Force pulse, just keep spammable. Blockade, of course, that's your back bar, and you can get all of the passives there. Under class abilities, get all the passives for each thing that you're using, and of course, unlock the skills that you're using yourself. We'll look at our character sheet again, right quick. We are using the shadow. Just super nice. I haven't really tested anything else out. But this shadow is just kind of nice right now. 64 points in Magicka, 40k max Magicka, 16k health, and 11k stamina without being buffed, and 94 spell damage. So let's get into CP. I apologize. Okay, CP. Red Tree, 66 Ironclad, 19 Spell Shield, 38 light armor focus, 34 thick skin, 49 hardy fender, and then we have 15 quick recovery here. The way I have this set up is because I was tanking at DSA with this guy, and he was we didn't have a tank, so I was pretending to be the tank as I was DPSing, so that's why I have my CP set up like this. And I've been running Maelstrom with this setup, and it's not, it's okay. So we got 2 Warlord, 14 Sprinter, because I do sprint a lot, like quite a bit. I should probably put more points in there. We got 100 Arcanus, 64 Tenacity, 56 Tumbling, 34 Shadow Lord. The reason I put more in the Tumbling, because I still dodge roll a lot as a Magicka character, but that's just why. 56 Alphorn, 64 Alley Defender, 43 Spell Erosion, 2 Staff Expert, 61 Master at Arms, and 44 Thaumaturge. Alright, let's go over our pots right quick that we're using. Of course, we're using the spell. Power pots gives us major sorcery, major prophecy, and major intellect. All of them are just super nice to have. And if you have medicinal use, it knocks down your pot cooldown pretty low. So it's nice to have that up. And then we are using Max Magicka, Max Health. The only reason I have this because I bought a bunch of them by mistake. I wasn't paying attention to them. But anyways, regardless of what they are, I bought this set, and you could easily get the other Max Magicka, Max Health set and be fine. And then, of course, if you wanted to, you could use Witch Mother's Brew, which you could potentially, if you had the Undaunted going and stuff like that, you could easily use this string. I think that pretty much does it. I went over the enchants, the armor, alternative sets. Did I go over alternative sets? I think I did. Run mechanical acuity on your weapons, and then 3 on your body, which would be gloves, belts, and feet for me. And then I have Necro on my jewelry, legs, and chest, and then run like Ice Heart or something here. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this video helped you out in some way, shape, or form. If you're ever thinking about running a Magden, they're pretty fun. They're actually a lot of fun in VMA. Other than that, you guys have a great one. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.